Good morning. This short video has been created to help Drake Law students navigate joining up for membership in the Iowa State Bar Association and navigate the ISBA website and the various services that are available. First of all, if you are not currently a student member, the first thing you would want to do is go to www.iowabar.org, select the membership button here, and then this will give you the opportunity to join today. And from this option, you'll be able to just navigate. It tells you the different membership types that we have, including student members. You'll read a little bit of information about that. Just continue to scroll, select student member, hit continue, and that'll walk you through the process. It'll ask you name, address, various content information, and then it'll sign up, give you a username and a password, and you'll have full access to the bar membership. Now that you're signed up and a student member of the Iowa State Bar Association, I'd like to just navigate to our member benefits page and give you a brief understanding of what various benefits and services are available to you. Obviously, you'll see the full-fledged offerings that the Bar Association has to offer, many member discounts that will impact you as you're out practicing law, but as a student, what you probably want to focus on is the right-hand panel here, where we have a variety of resources available to you. Everything from attorney regulation to a career center. Case law updates, that's an email program that we, once members sign up, we'll send out information about Supreme Court and Court of Appeals decisions that have been put out, and we'll give you a summary of those various things. A few of the specific items I really want to point out are some in-house databases that we've built. One would be the CLE Index, the Ethics Opinions, and the Iowa Civil Jury Verdict Reporter. These are databases that we built in-house in a program called Lotus Notes. I believe in your the sheet that Professor Edwards has provided you, there's a search help to help you navigate and search through those. But the CLE Index, what that is a full listing of all outlines for CLE events that we've hosted in the past, including some video resources. So if we did record that outline, you not only got the outline, but you got the video resource. You also, the ethics opinion is very similar. It's a full text database where you can do a full text search, and the civil jury verdict reporter. We've got a cooperation with the courts, and they give us a listing of all the jury verdicts that are civil jury verdicts that are awarded every month. And then we go through and use EDMS to dissect those cases and provide you significant information about the cases, summaries of what the case was, what the offers were, if we're able to obtain that information, and then obviously what the verdict itself was. This will help you determine the value of cases into the future. Other things that we'll point out are FastCase. FastCase is our free legal research for all ISBA members. This is a full-fledged free legal research package with all 50 states and all federal material, and we'll do a deep dive into that here shortly. Now we're going to go into the CLE Index and give you a quick demonstration of the CLE Index. And keep in mind that the CLE Index, the Ethics Opinions, and the Civil Jury Verdict Reporter will work very much the same. You'll go there. There'll be a little information about the service. If you want help searching and understanding how the search commands work, you can simply hit this search help button here. But I'm going to go ahead and launch the index. And what you'll see here is that it's a kind of a rudimentary database. Once again, we built this in an older program called Lotus Notes, but it's still very functional for our needs. You can sort these by clicking on the headers above. That will sort them based on year, outline name. You can also sort it by topic or whether or not there's a video resource available. So for the just because I want to show you the value of the service and the outlines, and with the videos we're going to focus on these video resource options. So what you have here is full text search. You may remember that somebody spoke on cybersecurity. I don't remember who it was, but I know that there was a presentation on cybersecurity. So I'm just going to type in cybersecurity. And then what that will do is pull up every outline in which cybersecurity is mentioned. And then you can obviously deep dive into those various outlines to see if they're on point to what you're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead, and this was the one I recall, mitigating cybersecurity risk for my clients. So I'm going to go in here, and what you'll find is a little detail as to the subject matter, where the seminar was presented, when the seminar was presented, and then the title itself. If there was a video content, you actually have access to that video. So if you want to watch that, this was a 2-hour presentation. If you want to learn all you can about cybersecurity, you have the option to do so. Keep in mind that videos that are presented in the CLE index do not qualify for CLE credit. In the state of Iowa, you can take on-demand CLE, but there are some certain parameters like being able to ask questions. There have to be checkpoints and things of that nature. So we do have an on-demand service where you can watch videos of this nature, but those that are embedded here into the CLE index are specifically related to education, but not for CLE purposes. So here is also the outline, so you no longer have to store the books. You actually have the full outline from that presentation. And once again, if you want to go back to that, you simply use your arrow back, and you have additional resources that you can dig through and see if they're on point to your specific issue. So that is how the CLE index works. You also, once again, it's very similar to how the Iowa Civil Jury Verdict Reporter works. You would go here, it tells you a little bit about it. If you have any questions, you can contact Zach Zuber, who runs this program for us. You have, once again, search help, or you can launch the jury verdict. And I'm doing a search here for, let's just do a motor vehicle. Whoops, got to spell it right. And this will pull up the various cases. Obviously, I'm doing very simple searches just for purpose of this example. You can use various connectors and so on and so forth. Once again, just use that search help page and it will give you that. But once you click into here, it will give you the case name, case number, date of the trial. If we're able to obtain the demand before trial, the offer before trial, we'll do that. There's the statement of the case from the plaintiff, the statement of the case from the defendant. If this information is available through EDMS, we'll provide that as well. And I choose a bad case because it's still, the verdict's still pending. Let's go through here and select the motor vehicle. And then what you'll find is the actual, if there are pertinent documents to that case, we'll provide those as well. So here's the actual jury verdict forms and other the jury instructions. So just documents of interest. So once again, we just try to put this together so that you can actually evaluate potentially the value or what your case may be worth as you're determining whether or not to take a case or just researching in general. The next service that we're going to discuss is FastCase, which is one of the most widely used services of ISBA members. This is our free legal research product available for all members. You can access that in a variety of different ways. First of all, you must access FastCase as a bar member from the bar website. You can go to fastcase.com, try to put in a username and password, but it will not allow you because it does require a handshake from the Bar Association to the FastCase server. So I would visit www.iowabar.org. You can go to member benefits to access FastCase. Or on the front page, we've created a quick link because it is one of our more used services to go directly to FastCase. And at this page, it will tell you a little bit of information about what FastCase includes, the various federal cases, the Iowa-specific information, as well as all 50 states, and then a variety of just educational free webinars and different online training options. So let's go ahead and hit the FastCase button. And that launches us into FastCase, and basically we're at a quick case law search. So once into FastCase, you can actually go up here to search, and you can decide what you wish to search, whether it's cases, statutes, regulations, a variety of. As you can see, it's a pretty comprehensive database. You also have under a Start New Search, you can simply go, I want to do a case law search. So once you click on that button, it takes you into advanced case law where you can put in any information that you would like. You'll notice down here that you have your various jurisdictions. So if you want to search the entire database, you would search all jurisdictions. But if you were specific and only wanted to do certain ones, you can simply select all states. or you can go down here and go as fine as I want Alabama District Court in Alabama court cases. Obviously, not sure why I chose Alabama when we're in Iowa, just because it was right there and quick and easy. So I'm going to go back to search cases. I'm going to go to all jurisdictions, and for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to take one of the examples that they've provided here, hit search, and then what this will do is this will pull up all of the cases based on that search parameter that I put in there. Obviously, if you click on the case, you have the case here, and that will take you to the case. But some of the things I wanted, it's put in relevance order. One of the things I really want to point out is this authority check. Over here, you'll see this 61, and what that is that gives you a link to every case that references our case. So if State versus Albright is the case that we're looking at, there are 61 other cases that have referenced that within our database. So you can click on that 61. It would then show you all those other cases. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on our case here. Once again, that gives me the text of the case, so on and so forth. And then here are my search results, top 20 here, and I can obviously go back and gain access to the others. Up top, you have a variety of different, once again, that authority check. So if I wanted to take a look at the other cases that reference my case, I can click on that authority check. And then there are all those citing cases, once again, that I can then click on and continue my research. So I'm going to go back here to my case. And at this point, you can actually navigate to the previous case, to the next case, the most relevant paragraph within this case. You can print and save this document. What's also nice is you have this public link button here. So if you needed to share this case in a piece of your research or share it with another attorney, you could simply select the public resource. And what this does is it goes out and gives you a link to this case within FastCase. So you would then select this link here. You can share that link with the other attorney. And what that does is it doesn't require them to have access to FastCase. This is, once again, it's called a public link, so it gives them access to that case and that case only, not the other bells and whistles that you have access to here. So once again, to go back to a search, we can just go back and hit modify our search. We can tighten up our parameters to try to narrow that search. We can once again change the jurisdictions. We can change the dates of which we're looking for that case, and that's just a general case research. If we go back to our start page, what you'll find here is if you really want to go in depth and get some additional training, I would suggest you go to the user guide or the tutorials. There's a lot of videos out there to help you really refine your search. Some of the other things that we have, there are some specific information in our database that is specific to Iowa members only. For instance, we have our jury instructions. So if you were looking for something in the jury instruction, you can go here to search jury instructions. And what this will do is it will list all the states that have jury instructions. Obviously, we want to search in the Iowa. And once again, the search parameters are very similar. Much like any of your West or Lexus, you can see that down here in the select group, it's showing you what we're going to be searching. We're searching the Iowa jury instructions, both civil and criminal at the same time. But obviously, if I knew it was a civil, I could do so. Not only do you have the civil and criminal jury instructions, you also have the Iowa title standards that you can access here as well. One other thing that I'd like to point out is, let's go back to search. And there are some administrative opinions and orders. The Iowa State Bar Association, we have partnered with FastCase to take all of the work comp decisions from the state, and we started back, I think our database goes back as far as 1999, and they have access to those various work comp decisions as well. Once again, the search parameters work very similar in nature, and once you click on it, you can use the outline view, which will show you the work comp decisions. And everything, I believe, has an outline view. So if you choose to use that, you can go there. It's loading all of these because it's going to load them by year. Let's go back to our search results here. I think we've covered in general the basics of what Fastcase has to offer. I can't recommend enough that if you have additional questions and need some additional information, I would go to the tutorials. Here you will have video tutorials on how to use the service for a variety of different reasons. But one of the things I really wanted to point out is Fastcase has a very neat option. It's called Fastcase Cloud Linking. And what this is, if you're ever working on a brief or a document that you wish to share with others, and you have cases linked within that, if you've done your Northwest Reporter linkage correctly, you can actually take that file and upload it here. I don't know if I have one on my desktop that would be beneficial here or not. I don't think I do. But you can actually drag a file here. It takes that file, uploads it, and anytime it references a case within the Fastcase database, it will actually link that case back to that public link that we talked about. So once again, when you share that document with others, it doesn't require them to have access to a legal research program. You can actually link the cases right there within the document. So with that, I think that concludes a short presentation on the Fastcase system. Once again, I would reference, if you have other questions, go back to the research homepage and use the frequently asked questions, the user guide, or any of the tutorials that are out there. At this time, I'd like to thank Professor Edwards for giving us the opportunity to take up a few minutes of your class time and be part of your education. I hope that you find great value in this video, as well as the various services that the Iowa State Bar Association has to offer. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the Iowa State Bar Association at www.iowabar.org.